We just finished our 10th 10 Things to Toss video, which means that you and I over the years have collectively managed to find at least 100 things in our homes to get rid of and hopefully not bring back in. But that leaves a question that a lot of you have had, and that is, what do I actually do with the things that I'm tossing? So in this video, I'm going to show you how you can make money with the things that you're getting rid of, how you can responsibly part ways with them, and at the very least, the different resources that you can contact to help you get rid of the stuff that you want to move away from responsibly. And just a quick reminder, if you haven't done so already, to subscribe to the Clean My Space channel. Remember to turn on that notifications bell so that you always know when a new Clean My Space video has come up, and give this video a thumbs up if you have tossed at least one thing after watching one of our 10 Things to Toss videos. Charitable organizations love getting their hands on your stuff, and the best part is, oftentimes those charitable organizations will come to you and they just back their truck into your driveway and load it up with the stuff that you don't want. What I recommend doing is going online and looking in your state, province, country, territory, wherever it is that you live, and find out what charitable organizations have vehicles that come to you. Where I am in Ontario, we have Diabetes Canada, we've got the Kidney Foundation, there's even the Ontario Federation for Cerebral Palsy. All of those organizations will come to you. You arrange a pickup time with them. You can either do it online or pick up the phone. They come to you, they take your stuff, adios. And the best part is, your stuff actually goes to support those very charities. So they will sell them or find a way to repurpose them, and then that money goes toward their cause. It's a great thing to do. The thing I love about it is that garbage bags aren't sitting in your trunk or your garage for months until you actually get around to dropping them off somewhere. Garbage bags full of donations, that is. If you have items from your home after a renovation and you have, say, a bathroom vanity in your garage, or some fixtures or finishes that you're no longer in need of, but you've hung on to just in case you might sell them at a garage sale, or your brother needs one, or anything along those lines. If you have items that you're trying to declutter or get rid of, a great organization to contact is Restore, which is an offshoot of Habitat for Humanity. Now, we contacted Restore after we did our big reno, our Dream Home Reno series. They advised us that we should contact them ahead of time because sometimes the Restore stores are so full, they actually don't have capacity for the stuff that you want to donate. So just, if you're going to take something to Restore, make sure that you contact them first. You will have to arrange your own transportation, getting the items to Restore. But once you do that, you just donate it, and you know that anybody else can come in there and shop for those items at a great discount and use them to put their new space together. It's a great way to repurpose items, get stuff out of your home that you no longer need. If you're not already a part of a local buy and sell group, one that goes on in your neighborhood and is generally run on Facebook, you should totally join one. I learned about this after I became a mom, and I was on this local moms group, and people started talking about these other buy and sell Facebook groups that you couldn't. On the particular Facebook group that I was a part of, you couldn't actually buy and sell things, so you had to go to this separate buy and sell Facebook group. It was so fascinating. It was a new world to me, but you could get great stuff at a huge discount because moms were just trying to get rid of their stuff that they no longer needed, but they knew still had some really good life to them. They didn't just want to toss it out. It's great because the mom could reclaim some money, and the mom who was buying, I should say the mom or the dad, who's buying is getting the stuff at a great discount. Facebook buy and sell groups exist far beyond parenting groups. You can use them for furniture and clothing, household items, appliances, all kinds of stuff. I have a friend that just got rid of her dining room table by putting up a message on a Facebook buy-sell group. She actually put her dining room table up for free because she just wanted to get rid of it. It was gone within the hour. So you have to join the group. I think you generally have to get approved by whomever the administrators are. You put your posting up, try to take the most beautiful photos that you can, and if there are any glaring issues with the item, make sure that you take a picture of it so that you are being fully transparent with what it is that you're selling. Put up a price, then you just negotiate back and forth with the person who's interested in buying. You set up a time for them to come pick it up. Money is exchanged online or in person, depending on what you arrange, and the deal is done. Your stuff is gone, and that person gets a deal. If you're somebody who's planning on downsizing, so going from a very large house and slimming right down to a smaller space, or if you're cleaning out the home of a loved one who is no longer going to be living there anymore, perhaps they've passed away or they're going to be downsizing, oftentimes you can feel extremely overwhelmed with the amount of stuff that you have to get rid of. And you know, hey, some of this furniture is in great shape, or there's this antique plate set that I know is worth a lot of money, I just don't know what to do with it. That's when you want to bring in an online estate sales or auction house. These are fairly local businesses. There's one that I know of here in Ontario called Max Sold, but these exist everywhere. Basically, you would go online, you would find out where they are, they come to you, they photograph and catalog everything in your house. They put it up online for people to place bids on, they close the auction off, and then they have a pickup window, which means whomever was the winner of that bid has to come and pick up those items at a certain time. This is great for you because everything happens all in one place. They essentially coordinate the buy and sell, so you don't have to deal with any of that. And everything is handled in a fairly short period of time because they make that bidding and pickup window very short. So the nice thing is they handle everything, you get your money. It can be a very emotionally overwhelming time, and I like the fact that these professionals know how to handle it, so you can sit back, relax as much as you can relax, and worry about your next step. Now, in our last 10 things to toss video, some of you got very upset with me in the comments when I talked about Chad's affinity for adult toys and that we were going to be getting rid of his Terminator and Matrix and Family Guy collectible toys. Now, these things are in my house, but they are not mine, they are Chad's. He has come to the realization on his own that those collectibles, some of his baseball cards, some of his coins, by the way, he collects a lot of things. Some of the other things that he collects, he's no longer interested in having in the home. They haven't served him, so he wants to move on from them. There are specialty stores that love people like Chad because Chad has been keeping these things in pristine condition for years and then finally came to the realization that he doesn't want them anymore. So these stores, they're like the Simpsons comic book guy. They just kind of wait for people like Chad. Chad comes in with a big old box. They give some money to Chad and then they can put it up, and the people who really love that stuff, they can come in and they have a place where they can actually buy it. And they might get really excited because Chad might have had that one Arnold Schwarzenegger toy that they couldn't find to complete their collection, and yet there it was in Chad's basement, and now they can have it. Good weather will have to be on your side for this one, but a good old garage sale, yard sale, or street sale could be a great way for you not only to spend some time with your neighbors on a nice day, but a way for you to open your garage, put everything in there that you don't want anymore, and invite other people to come on in and name their price. I haven't done a garage sale in years, but I know the last time Chad and I did one, it was so nice to see people like sorting through our stuff and like getting excited about the things that were just sitting in boxes or collecting dust for so long. And even if they offered us like $5 for something, it was still something. It was better than nothing. And you know, when they walked off and they had a smile on their face, that's all that mattered, because that thing meant more to them at that point than it did to us. And by the time the garage sale was over, we were so over the stuff in our garage that we were very willing to just take it and donate the rest. The other thing I'll say, if garage sales are not in your future because of upcoming cold weather, there might be community sales going on. We have one coming up where we live in the next little while. You know, like they'll set up a community center and people can set up booths and stalls and bring their stuff. It's kind of nice. Churches also do this, or synagogues, religious places of worship, they will do this as well. So check out in your community where these events are happening, load up a truck and take some stuff, see what you can make. Whether you have clothing, high-end handbags or belts or luxury items or furniture that you no longer want at home, a great option for you could be to take those items to a consignment shop, or at least arrange pickup with a consignment shop. If you're not familiar with the concept, essentially you take your items that are of higher value, so the items that you don't necessarily just want to chuck in the donation bin, you actually want to reclaim some of your money. You can contact these consignment shops, they'll let you know what your item can get based on the condition that it's in, and then they will either put it on their shelves until it's sold, and then they will give you money for it, a portion of the proceeds of the sale, they will keep the rest, or they will just straight up take it from you, give you cash, and then they worry about selling it. Either way, the reason why consignment is great is because it helps you reclaim some of the money that you have spent on those items. There are wonderful consignment shops in Toronto where I live. I have managed to get my hands on a designer handbag. I paid half price for it and it was in next to new condition. I've picked up a Zara dress that I paid 17 bucks for. Again, that looks brand new. There are little, I was gonna say little, but baby or young children consignment shops. You can also take your stuff there. Sometimes kids wear a sweater once or twice. What are you gonna do with it? You might as well get some money back for it. And then on the shopping side, it's a great way to buy secondhand items that aren't beaten up. Like these are actually things that are in great shape. I just got my nephew a sweater, a beautiful sweater. It was brand new. It normally sells for $50 in stores. I got it for 8 bucks. So you can find some really great deals on consignment when you're shopping, but it's also a great way to reclaim some money when you're trying to get rid of things. And the other thing that's wonderful, it diverts things from landfills. Decluttering always sounds good until you've done it, and then you look at this giant pile of stuff and then you feel this panic because you're like, what am I gonna do with it? The purpose of this video was to help you cross that threshold, show you that there is an option, there are alternatives, there are things that you can do with the stuff that you have now decided to part ways from. I want you to remember though, getting rid of stuff has a cost. And when you look at everything there, let it resonate with you that all of that stuff that you collected and saved and held onto for years now has to find another home. It's either gonna end up in a landfill, but hopefully we can divert it and it will end up somewhere else. Keep that in mind when you're out shopping so that you're being a more responsible buyer and you're only bringing things into your home that you truly love and you know that you'll use. I've given you a handful of ways to get rid of your clutter. Toss the things that you have tossed responsibly. So I'd love to know in the comments down below, what is the way that resonated with you the most? What is the way that you get rid of your clutter? Let us know in the comments down below. We are curious. We want to know how you part ways with your stuff. If you want to see what we're up to during the rest of the week, you can follow along on Instagram. I'm at Melissa Maker. Chad is at the Chad Reynolds. The two of us are at Clean My Space. If you love the Clean My Space channel and you want to support what we do, the easiest way to do that is just to watch another video right after this one. The algorithm loves that. And here are a couple I think you might love. If you want to learn more about Maker's Clean microfiber cloths, you can click this button right over here. There is a button down there that lets me know you care, so click it if you liked this video, and click this button right here to subscribe and begin your journey to a cleaner life. Thanks so much for watching, and we'll see you next time.